Good morning and happy Sunday to you all. Actually, happy Father's Day to any of you guys who might be watching, and welcome to the show. Hopefully today is going to be a little interesting. I'm on my way to another car show, which are a dime a dozen down in Georgia. It's one of the perks if you're a car guy. Probably one of the reasons why you even watch my YouTube channel. It's a great car scene. Now, I haven't shot a video just because of the inconvenience of Lenox Mall, which is a huge mall close to Atlanta, and they do a caffeine and exotics show. I think they have their own YouTube channel, so you can always check them out. But I promised myself I'm going to make it down there this year. I haven't been down there in 3 or 4 years. 4 years, actually, I think. That's a great show. It's by invite only the top exotics in the Atlanta area, and you see some spectacular vehicles down there. However, today is a cruise-in at Thrive Chapel. I always call it Thrive Church. It's Thrive Chapel. Pretty local to where I live, and you know, and obviously it's a Father's Day cruise-in, so I'm hoping that's going to be a pretty good turnout. The weather is beautiful, despite a couple of days ago it was calling for rain all weekend long. We just kept getting little spurts, but today is a wonderful day. Not terribly hot yet, 81 degrees, and it's 10:23 a.m. So I know it's going to peak the 90s today, which is okay. We'll make do. That's what you get when you live in Georgia. So my buddy Kevin is not going to be down here today. He's got the Copperhead Viper that you may have seen on my Instagram, which, by the way, at 2 Sticks LLC, the number 2 STX LLC. That's where I post the most. Instagram is so convenient. It's a great platform. So at 2 Sticks LLC, you can see more there. But I'm going to meet up with my buddy John, who I think is bringing at least 2 vehicles. Now he's got a whole slew of vehicles, but most recently, again on my Instagram, you would have seen the brand new orange McLaren that I was in about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I'm sure that's going to be there because that's his newest vehicle to his collection. And typically an event like this, especially, I think this is the church that he goes to, I'm positive he's going to bring down the One of One Viper that he has. And if he decides to bring his kids, usually they'll bring down another 1 or 2 cars, one of the GTRs, maybe the other Viper. Who knows? We'll see. But I imagine he's probably going to go all out for this type of show because it is his church versus the traditional show that he would go to. We'll find out. But you're going to see it right here. And hopefully I can shoot a couple of videos inside the vehicle, give you some close-ups on some of these exotics that you don't get to see every day. So I'm super excited about today's show. And we're on our way. So just as anticipated, John shows up in a big way. So normally, like on my Instagram, I'd get inside the cars, you know, and show you kind of a little bit more of a detailed look with the, especially in that McLaren, the infotainment system that they have in there. That is amazing. Auto detection and all this other stuff they put in these cars. It is nuts. But today was hot as hell. And, you know, the last thing I want to do is get into these Alcantara seats and you know, just be sweating profusely. So I didn't do it this time, but I do promise, with as much as I hang out with John, actually I'm planning on going to his house here pretty soon. And of course he's got a really big garage that's all climate controlled, so that's probably the time that I'll shoot those videos, a little bit more in-depth look. So make sure you're staying tuned on my Instagram at 2sticksLLC, and then also subscribing to this channel, where you'll be able to see some of those exotic cars in depth and a closer look. And I'm telling you, these are gonna be things that you know, you're not gonna be able to see anywhere else. So especially in his garage, because I can show you a number of unique cars all at once. So today's show was a little bit of a mom and pop show. I didn't walk around and shoot any videos. A couple of Cobras, 59 Corvette, C1 Corvette. So that would have been pretty neat to actually shoot a video of. It was kind of, I don't know, not like the best restoration, but the car itself is pretty neat to see. Not everything is 8-minute YouTube video like YouTube wants it. So most of the time I just do little quick, you know, 10-second videos or what have you, and I post on Instagram, so make sure you check that out. Actually, I want to provide some context to some of those cars. The Lamborghini Huracan, as rare as a Huracan is, as rare as it is in that Le Mans blue, if I'm not mistaken, you can correct me if I am, it's twin turboed by Underground Racing. That's running 1150 horsepower to the wheels. Super crazy car. And then the black GTR, now the name escapes me. If I remember, I'll put it in the details below, but that is also a built GTR by somebody a little bit up north, real popular. Man, I had it and then I forgot. So that GTR is running, I think, 11 or 1200 horsepower, and of course all-wheel drive. So I mean, just some sick cars. That's how all his cars are. It's amazing. So just a little bit of context of those vehicles that you just saw.